How's it going, everybody? Now, first off, I cannot believe it. You guys are ruthless. Don't even tell me that 1 hour is way too long. Well, anyways, we don't have to worry about that because this channel has the best 15 to 20 minute recipes you could ever think of. Now, why would I drop from 1 hour to 15, 20 minutes? Because I realized that you guys are so hungry, you just want to make the food now. So don't worry. Let me show you. You ever go a long night of making too much spaghetti? You just don't know what to do with the leftovers? Well, I've got the perfect recipe just for that. Spegunnels. Spegunnels is the best way to waste that extra spaghetti. But first off, you notice this little boy? Let's give this little boy some credit first off. This man is eating the best meal known to man. Spaghetti. Yes. Good job. Good job. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to grab some of that spaghetti. Now remember, guys, don't forget to wash your hands. We're going to grab some of that spaghetti. We already pre-cut it to a patty before we even started. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to drop it, ouch, in this pan of hot oil. And we're going to fry it, pretty much. Just like that. Easy. The goal is to fry the spaghetti just like that. Now, while we are frying the spaghetti patty, we're going to grab we have some ingredients here, pre-cut. We have 4 garlic cloves, 4 pepperoncinis, and 2/3 half an onion. Now, you might be thinking, well, how the heck are you going to cut it in time for the spaghetti? For 15 minutes. Well, let me show you. You can't just cut it with the knife. You see, if you're super hungry, you got to go with the KitchenAid electronic food cutter. It's the best way, the fastest way. If you're really hungry, this is a way to cut the speed and cooking time down by over 70%. It's insane. The math adds up. So you're going to grab the garlic cloves, the pepperoncinis, and the onion. And you're going to just toss it in here. Just like that. Now we need to flip the spaghetti patty. We need to flip it. Not yet though. It's still cooking. Then once we put our ingredients inside of the KitchenAid, you see that? It's beautiful. Just like that. Easy. It's electronic. Probably the best one you can go to. I went in all the different aisles, and you're going to see several even, different brands. Now be careful which brand you take. Now, they only had electronic ones, so I had to do some careful picking, right? I was looking for the hand one where you just smash it up by yourself in your hand. The manual one. But it looks like I had to go with the automatic cookie cutter. After we put our ingredients inside, we're just going to we need to put the lid back on. Don't forget the lid, guys. Now, if you get the KitchenAid or you already have one, put the lid back on. Now is the time to put the lid back on. Just like this. Just like this. Yeah, just like that. Now you have a handle here. You can chop or you can puree it. Now we just want to chop it up, so we're gonna leave it on the chop side. Let me show you, just in case you guys, so you can understand. Chop, puree. We want chop for the extra choppage. We never did puree before, but maybe sometime we'll experiment someday. Then we plug it in. And then you just press this button right here. This might be false advertisement. It's not working. It's not working. Right. You plug it, the outlet wasn't turned on. You plug it in, and then you press the button on top. Easy. It's so easy. Let me show you. Man, that smells so good already. Wow, look at that. Just cut right up in less than a second. Impressive. Now we have our toppings. Now we can get our handy dandy fork and just go ahead and flip our spaghetti. Just go right ahead and flip it. Flip your spaghetti just like that. Now you want to be careful. You want to try to make sure that you don't allow it to fall apart. You want it to stay in one piece. Now if you can do that, you can master the spaghetti. Easy. It's easy to flip, easy to handle. Let me show you guys what it looks like already. Wow, nice and toasty, right on top. Nice and brown, that's what we're going for. That means it's getting done, it's finished, right? Now the way I determined that it was hot enough is I put a small little spaghetti strand inside the oil so that when the spaghetti strand starts to pop, that means it's hot enough and it's ready to put your spaghetti in the oil. That is the way to do it. Now, we're not completely done. You thought we were just going to eat it like this? No. We got extra fun for you guys. Beans. We got beans. We're going to eat the beans with our onion garlic, pepperoncini toppings. Then we're going to unplug it so we don't accidentally turn it on. Wow. This smells great. Then we're going to carefully take the blade out. Now you don't want to, dual the blade, so I recommend when you take the blade out, you set it right back down on like the bottom side, just like that, so you're not like, dualing it. Now, this, I don't want to spoil it. We'll save that. We'll save it for our next video. Now, this looks like it's about done. So we're going to go ahead and get a plate because we bought plates. Plates. There are many different plates you can get. Now, it took me a while to decide which plates I wanted because just like everything, there are so many brands. That's probably the hardest part if you just don't know anything. Picking a brand. Which should I pick? I went for the Dixie plates. Now, they're very fun. They're very sturdy, heavy-duty plates. You can wash them and reuse them. They're probably good for 3 tries, depending on what you eat. That looks good. It smells good too. Man, I'm so excited to taste our Spegunnel. Now, while that's finishing up, getting hot and all the good stuff, we're going to go ahead and prepare do our final preparations. Now, there are several ways you can do this. You can either eat the Spegunnel by itself with your toppings, or you can put your Spegunnel in a sandwich and make a spaghetti. Alright, we're going to go ahead and flip it. Alright. It looks like it's nice and hot and ready to be eaten. So, we're going to go right on ahead and we're going to grab our big fork. We have a big fork specifically for this. The big fork. You can also know, whatever. We're going to grab it. Make sure you guys grab it carefully, because the last thing you guys want to do is burn yourself, and we don't want that. We don't want any trouble. Wow. That smells great. I can't wait. Now, you want to be careful with the oils. You don't want to, burn yourself. So, now with the final givings, now it is preference. You can have this 2 different ways. You can heat up the beans, or you can just put the beans on top of the Spegunnel, and the coldness of the bean will offset the heat that you'll be experiencing when you put the fiery, flaming hot noodle in your mouth. Now we're going to get the dip, the toppings, and we're going to put it on top of our freshly made Spegunnel. It might be hard to take it out, so I probably use a fork or a spoon to easily scrape it. You want to grab as much as you can. There is no wasting. You don't want to waste. You want full, maximum flavor. So when you're chopping the things, also make sure you're putting the whole thing in there, even the seeds. That's the juice. That's what you need. That's the flavoring and the spice of pretty much everything, right? So make sure you put it all in there, even the skin. Now we're going to go ahead and spread the toppings on top. then we're going to get our beans. And then we're going to put some beans on top. And then we're going to grab our small bread biscuit. Now, the thing is, I don't know how to tell you guys that this is the best biscuit. Because when I went to go get the biscuit, it didn't have any label. It was just a bunch of bread in a clear bag. That's it. Let me show you guys. This is what it looks like. Literally, there's no label, no brand. It's just bread in a bag. So you want to go get this, but this is trust me, this is probably the best bread you could probably ever get. Now you're going to get that, and then you're going to put your spagnol. Now this is preference, but this is how I'm going to do it because this might be the hottest thing I ever touch with my hands. But you can use a fork and a knife to eat your spagnol because it'll probably be good like that anyways. Now you're going to grab your spagnol. Now you want to be careful not to burn yourself. Now it's time for the taste test. Oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let's sit down over here and eat with our best friend. Man, that looks good. Looks like a mess too. But a mess that I'm willing to consume. Now, let's eat together. Wow. Wow. This tastes great. Wow. I know you guys are thinking that must have zero flavor. But no. This surprisingly has so much flavor. It tastes amazing. This is definitely a make again item. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Wow. That tastes amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial on how to make Speannels, and that you can replicate it so easily and make a whole bunch for the whole family, because this is child-friendly recipe. Good luck everybody on making the all famous Speannels. Have a good day.